Welcome to Exam East. Here you will find everything you need to crack your Microsoft certification exams. Our actual exam study material and expert guidance will help you achieve your goal. Visit now exameast.com to get your free PDF and start your cloud journey. Subscribe and stay tuned. Thank you. This video is the part 1 of our AZ 900 series and contains 40 important questions. Note, you should always learn from a certified trainer only. You can find our other certification exam dumps on our website examheast.com. To the questions. Question 1. To which cloud models can you deploy physical servers? The correct option is A. Private cloud and hybrid cloud only. A private cloud is on premises, so you can deploy physical servers. A hybrid cloud is a mix of on premises and public cloud resources. You can deploy physical servers on premises. Question 2. What are two characteristics of the public cloud? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. The correct options are D and E, that is metered pricing and self-service management. With the public cloud, you get pay-as-you-go pricing. You pay only for what you use, no capex costs. With the public cloud, you have self-service management. You are responsible for the deployment and configuration of the cloud resource such as virtual machines or websites. The underlying hardware that hosts the cloud resource is managed by the cloud provider. Question 3. You have 1000 virtual machines hosted on the Hyper-V hosts in a data center. You plan to migrate all the virtual machines to an Azure pay-as-you-go subscription. You need to identify which expenditure model to use for the planned Azure solution. Which expenditure model should you identify? The correct option is A. Operational. One of the major changes that you will face when you move from on premises cloud to the public cloud is the switch from capital expenditure to operating expenditure. This switch also requires more careful management of your costs. The benefit of the cloud is that you can fundamentally and positively affect the cost of a service you use by merely shutting down or resizing it when it is not needed. The expenditure models are either CapEx or OpEx. CapEx is what you pay upfront on premises for servers, racks, cooling, security, and the data center itself. OpEx is what you pay to keep your infrastructure operational, like IT staff. In this case, when you move to the cloud, what you identify in this case is the OpEx or operational model. This is because you actually don't have capex on the cloud, as you pay for the resources you use and not for the underlying hardware, security, cooling, etc. that you will pay for in an on premises solution. This is why the right answer is A. Operational. Elastic and scalable are not expenditure models. Question 4. In which type of cloud model are all the hardware resources owned by a third party and shared between multiple tenants? The correct option is C. Public. Private cloud is taken care of by the internal organization to which it belongs. Public cloud is entirely taken care of by third party such as Azure, AWS, or GCP. Hybrid cloud is the combination of on-premises as well as public. Question 5. You plan to migrate several servers from an on-premises network to Azure. What is an advantage of using a public cloud service for the servers over an on-premises network? The correct option is D. The public cloud is a shared entity whereby multiple corporations each use a portion of the resources in the cloud. The public cloud is a shared entity whereby multiple corporations each use a portion of the resources in the cloud. The hardware resources are managed by the cloud provider. Multiple companies create resources such as virtual machines and virtual networks on the hardware resource. Question 6. You have an on premises network that contains 100 servers. You need to recommend a solution that provides additional resources to your users. The solution must minimize capital and operational expenditure costs. What should you include in the recommendation? The correct option is D. A hybrid cloud. A hybrid cloud is a combination of a private cloud and a public cloud. Capital expenditure is the spending of money upfront for infrastructure such as new servers. With a hybrid cloud, you can continue to use the on premises servers while adding new servers in the public cloud. Adding new servers in Azure minimizes the capital expenditure costs as you are not paying for new servers as you would if you deployed new server on premises. Question 7. You plan to migrate a web application to Azure. The web application is accessed by external users. You need to recommend a cloud deployment solution to minimize the amount of administrative effort used to manage the web application. What should you include in the recommendation? The correct option is B. Platform as a service. The keywords are migrate and administration. Azure App Service is a platform as a service offering that lets you create web and mobile apps for any platform or device and connect to data anywhere in the cloud or on premises. App Service includes the web and mobile capabilities that were previously delivered separately as Azure websites and Azure mobile services. Question 8. Your company hosts an accounting application named App One that is used by all the customers of the company. App One has low usage during the first 3 weeks of each month and very high usage during the last week of each month. Which benefit of Azure Cloud Services supports cost management for this type of usage pattern? The correct option is C. Elasticity. Elasticity, in this case, is the ability to provide additional compute resources when needed and reduce the compute resource when not needed to reduce costs. Autoscaling is an example of elasticity. Elastic computing is the ability to quickly expand or decrease computer processing, memory, and storage resources to meet changing demands without worrying about capacity planning and engineering for peak usage. Typically controlled by system monitoring tools, elastic computing matches the amount of resources allocated to the amount of resources actually needed without disrupting operations. With cloud elasticity, a company avoids paying for unused capacity or idle resources and doesn't have to worry about investing in the purchase or maintenance of additional resources and equipment. Question 9. You plan to provision infrastructure as a service resource in Azure. Which resource is an example of infrastructure as a service? The correct option is B, an Azure virtual machine. An Azure virtual machine is an example of infrastructure as a service. Azure Web App, Azure Logic App, and Azure SQL Database are all examples of platform as a service. Question 10. Your company has an on premises network that contains multiple servers. The company plans to reduce the following administrative responsibilities: backing up application data, replacing failed server hardware, managing physical server security, updating server operating systems, managing permissions to shared documents. The company plans to migrate servers to Azure virtual machines. You need to identify which administrative responsibilities will be eliminated after the planned migration. Which two responsibilities should you identify? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. The correct options are A and C, that is, replacing failed server hardware and managing physical server security. Azure virtual machines run on Hyper-V physical servers. The physical servers are owned and managed by Microsoft. As an Azure customer, you have no access to the physical servers. Microsoft manage the replacement of failed server hardware and the security of the physical servers, so you don't need to. Question 11. You have an on premises network that contains several servers. You plan to migrate all the servers to Azure. You need to recommend a solution to ensure that some of the servers are available if a single Azure data center goes offline for an extended period. What should you include in the recommendation? The correct option is A, fault tolerance. Fault tolerance is the ability of a system to continue to function in the event of a failure of some of its components. In this question, you could have servers that are replicated across data centers. Availability zones expand the level of control you have to maintain the availability of the applications and data on your virtual machines. Availability zones are unique physical locations within an Azure region. Each zone is made up of one or more data centers equipped with independent power, cooling, and networking. To ensure resiliency, there are a minimum of three separate zones in all enabled regions. The physical separation of availability zones within a region protects applications and data from data center failures. With availability zones, Azure offers industry best 99.99% VM uptime SLA. By architecting your solutions to use replicated virtual machines in zones, you can protect your applications and data from the loss of a data center. If one zone is compromised, then replicated apps and data are instantly available in another zone. Question 12. Your company has virtual machines hosted in Microsoft Azure. The VMs are located in a single Azure virtual network named VNet1. Company has users that work remotely. The remote workers require access to the VMs on VNet1. You need to provide access for the remote workers. What should you do? The correct option is C. Configure a point to site VPN. A point to site VPN gateway connection lets you create a secure connection to your virtual network from an individual client computer. Question 13. Your developers have created a portal web app for users in the Miami branch office. The web app will be publicly accessible and used by the Miami users to retrieve customer and product information. The web app is currently running in an on premises test environment. You plan to host the web app on Azure. You need to determine which Azure web tier plan to host the web app. The web tier plan must meet the following requirements. The website will use the miami.wayland.com URL. The website will be deployed to two instances. SSL support must be included. The website requires 12 GB of storage. Costs must be minimized. Which web tier plan should you use? The correct option is A. Standard. Please read the requirements. Please note here the load balancing fact. The web apps will use custom domains. The web apps each require 10 GB of storage. The web apps must each run in dedicated compute instances. Load balancing between instances must be included. Cost must be minimized. Standard is less costlier than premium and isolated. Question 14. Your company has data centers in Los Angeles and New York. The company has a Microsoft Azure subscription. You are configuring the two data centers as geo-clustered sites for site resiliency. You need to recommend an Azure storage redundancy option. You have the following data storage requirements. Data must be stored on multiple nodes. Data must be stored on nodes in separate geographic locations. Data can be read from the secondary location as well as from the primary location. Which of the following Azure stored redundancy options should you recommend? The correct option is B. Read only geo redundant storage. RAGRS allows you to have higher read availability for your storage account by providing read only access to the data replicated to the secondary location. Once you enable this feature, the secondary location may be used to achieve higher availability in the event that data is not available in the primary region. This is an opt in feature which requires the storage account to be geo replicated. Question 15. You have an Azure subscription. You need to use Azure Cloud Shell to run a deployment script. What should you use to access Cloud Shell? The correct option is D. A web browser. Question 16. In the infrastructure as a service cloud service model, which two components are the responsibility of the cloud service provider? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. The correct options are C and E, that is, maintaining the hardware and physical security of the data center infrastructure. Question 17. An Azure administrator plans to run a PowerShell script that creates Azure resources. You need to recommend which computer configuration to use to run the script. Which three computers can run the script? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. The correct options are D and E. That is, a computer that runs Chrome OS and uses Azure Cloud Shell, and a computer that runs Windows 10 and has the Azure PowerShell module installed. Question 18. Where does Azure Monitor store event data? The correct option is D, a log analytics workspace. Azure Monitor stores event data in a log analytics workspace. This is a unique environment for Azure Monitor log data, where you can use log analytics to analyze collected data across sources. Each workspace has its own data repository and configuration, and data sources and solutions are configured to store their data in a workspace. Question 19. Your company has an Azure subscription and three business units. You plan to deploy new resources for each business unit. You need to ensure that the new resources are deployed by using a repeatable and reliable method that applies the same configurations to each resource. What should you use? The correct option is D, Azure Resource Manager templates. Question 20. What provides a unified way to project and manage non-Azure resources in Azure Resource Manager? The correct option is C, Azure Arc. Question 21. Which two features or services can be integrated with Azure Monitor? Each correct answer presents a part of the solution. Note, each correct answer is worth 1 point. The correct options are B and D. That is, application insights and log analytics. Question 22. What should a desktop application use to interact with Azure and manage resources? The correct option is A, APIs. Question 23. You have a web app that runs in Azure. You need to identify the amount of time it takes for web pages to load in a user's browser. What should you use? The correct option is B, application insights in Azure Monitor. It is B. Azure Application Insights is a feature of Azure Monitor that allows to monitor running applications, automatically detect performance anomalies, and use built-in analytics tools to see what users do on an app. Question 24. You have on-premises servers that run Windows Server. What should you implement to manage the servers by using the Azure portal? The correct option is B, Azure Arc. Azure Arc allows us to extend Azure management and governance capabilities to your on premises and multi cloud environments. By implementing Azure Arc, we can connect your Windows Server machines to Azure and manage them centrally through the Azure portal alongside your other Azure resources. Question 25. Your company has an Azure subscription that contains several resources. You need to identify which department is responsible for the cost of each resource. What should you use? The correct option is tags, that is C. You can use tags to group your billing data. If you are running multiple virtual machines for different organizations, for example, use the tags to group usage by cost center. You can also use tags to categorize costs by runtime environment, such as the billing usage for VMs running in the production environment. Question 26. You plan to reduce ongoing Azure expenditures. You need to identify which factors affect the cost of a resource. Which three factors should you identify? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. The correct options are A, C, and D. That is, the volume of outbound data, the service tier, and the Azure region. There are several factors that can affect the costs of resource in Azure. Here are three factors that you should consider when trying to identify which factors are affecting the cost of a resource. The volume of outbound data. The volume of data that is transferred out of Azure can affect the cost of a resource. For example, if you have a resource that generates a large volume of outbound data, such as a web server that serves a lot of content to users, this can result in higher costs. The service tier. The service tier that you choose for a resource can also affect its costs. For example, if you choose a higher service tier, such as a more powerful virtual machine, this can result in higher costs. The Azure region. The Azure region in which a resource is deployed can also affect its costs. Azure regions are geographical areas that contain one or more data centers, and the cost of resources can vary depending on the region in which they are deployed. Question 27. You plan to collect and analyze event details for 5 Azure virtual machines. You need to run queries to compare the event details collected from all the virtual machines. Which two tools should you use? Each correct answer presents part of the solution. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. The correct options are C and E. That is Azure Monitor and Log Analytics. Log Analytics. Use this primary tool in the Azure portal to edit log queries and interactively analyze their results. Even if you intend to use a log query elsewhere in Azure Monitor, you shall typically write and test it in Log Analytics before you copy it to its final location. Question 28. Which service can replace a resource lock automatically if the lock is removed? The correct option is B. Azure Blueprints. It is typically possible for someone with appropriate Azure role based access control on the subscription, such as the owner role, to be allowed to alter or delete any resource. This access isn't the case when Azure Blueprints applies locking as part of a deployed assignment. If the assignment was set with the read only or do not delete option, not even the subscription owner can perform the blocked action on the protected resource. This security measure protects the consistency of the defined blueprint and the environment it was designed to create from accidental or programmatic deletion or alteration. Question 29. What should you use to prevent traffic from an Azure virtual network from being routed to an Azure storage account via the internet? The correct option is D, a service endpoint. Question 30. You have an Azure web app. You need to manage the settings of the web app from an iPhone. What are two Azure management tools that you can use? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. The correct options are B and C, that is Azure Cloud Shell and the Azure Portal. Question 31. Which cloud service model minimizes the management responsibility of a customer? The correct option is C. Software as a service. Software as a service is a cloud service model that allows customers to access and use software applications over the internet. In the SaaS model, the provider is responsible for managing and maintaining the infrastructure, software, and data associated with the application. The customer pays a subscription fees to use the software and does not need to worry about installing, configuring, or maintaining the software. SaaS minimizes the management responsibility of the customer, as the provider handles most of the management tasks such as provisioning, scaling, patching, and updating the software. This allows the customer to focus on using the software to meet their business needs rather than worrying about the underlying infrastructure. Question 32. What is used to grant permission to Azure Virtual Desktop Resources? The correct option is B. Role-based access control, roles. In Azure, you can use role-based access control to grant permissions to Azure Virtual Desktop Resources. RBAC is a system that allows you to manage access to Azure resources based on roles. In RBAC, you can define roles that represent a set of permissions and then assign those roles to users or groups. For example, you can create a role that allows user to view and manage Azure virtual desktop resources and then assign that role to a group of users who need to access those resources. Question 33. How many copies of data are maintained by an Azure storage account that uses geo-redundant storage? The correct option is C. 6. GRS copies your data synchronously 3 times within a single physical location in the primary region using LRS. It then copies your data asynchronously to a single physical location in a secondary region that is hundreds of miles away from the primary region. Question 34. What additional resources is required by an Azure virtual machine? The correct option is a virtual network. Question 35. What is an example of vertical scaling in a cloud environment? The correct option is A. Adding an additional CPU to an existing Azure virtual machine. Vertical scaling, also known as scaling up or scaling out, is the process of increasing the capacity of a single resource, such as a virtual machine or a database, to meet the demands of a workload. This can be done by adding more resources to the existing resource, such as additional CPUs, memory, or storage. An example of vertical scaling in a cloud environment is adding an additional CPU to an existing Azure virtual machine. This can be done by modifying the VM size or configuration to include more CPUs, which will allow it to handle a larger workload or more concurrent requests. Other examples of vertical scaling in a cloud environment include adding more memory to a database server or increasing the capacity of a storage volume. Vertical scaling is typically used to address short term or temporary increases in workload demand and is often a faster and simpler way to scale a resource than horizontal scaling, which involves adding additional instances of a resource. Question 36. What enables a cloud service to adapt quickly to changing requirements? The correct option is D. Agility. D is correct. Agility. The ability to react quickly. Cloud services can allocate and deallocate resources quickly. They are provided on demand via self service, so vast amounts of computing resources can be provisioned in minutes. There is no manual intervention in provisioning or deprovisioning services. How many copies of data are maintained by an Azure storage account that uses locally redundant storage? The correct option is A, 3. Locally redundant storage replicates your storage account 3 times within a single data center in the primary region. LRS provides at least 99.9999% durability of objects over a given year. Question 38. You need to compare a company's cloud usage to industry standard best practices. What should you use? The correct option is D, Azure Advisor. As your personalized cloud consultant, Azure Advisor continually assesses your usage telemetry and resource configuration to check for industry best practices. Question 39. In which Azure support plans can you open a new support request? The correct option is D, Premier, Professional Direct, Standard, Developer, and Basic. You can submit support request tickets in the following plans: Premier, Professional Direct, Standard, Developer, and Basic. Question 40. What is the longest term you can purchase for Azure reserved virtual machine instances? The correct option is D, 3 years. Azure reservations help you save money by committing to a 1 year or 3 year plans for multiple products. Committing allows you to go get a discount on the resources you use. Reservations can significantly reduce your resource costs by up to 72% from pay as you go prices. These were all the questions for this video. You can find the complete PDF of this video on our website examheast.com. If you need our custom cheat sheet to help you with your exam preparation, then please make sure to visit the link down in the description. Please make sure to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get notified about our future videos. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.